Hey, I'm Jason Creel. Well, it's almost time for the national championship game in college football. And of course, I'm pulling for Alabama, being from Alabama and a lifelong Alabama fan. But before you turn it off, I understand not everybody, if you're not from here, you probably don't root for Alabama. And of course, not everybody in Alabama pulls for Alabama. Normally, I would pull for the underdog too, but I just, since I'm an Alabama fan from here, that's who we pull for. But I wanted to point out a couple of things that I have learned from watching Nick Saban, what makes him successful. Now, the sad truth is, I say sad, I don't know, maybe it's not, but Nick Saban gets probably more media coverage and is probably the most influential person in our state, more so than the governor, because the high, popularity of college football in Alabama and the success he's had. Well, there's a couple of things as they've been successful. You hear more and more about how he goes about his business, and I think it's applicable to running a business, in my case, a lawn care business. And the first is what they call the process. Okay, all the coaches, the player, they talk about that Coach Saban has the process. That's what it's called. Now what details that I don't exactly know, but what they talk about is that the practice we're going to have this week on Wednesday for our football game coming up on Saturday is the same practice we had Wednesday 3 years ago. The preparation, it's basically the same. And so I think, to me, that's important when it comes to business, because a lot of times, let's say for a football team, you're looking for that one recruit that can put you over the top, or that one, coach you can hire that gives you that advantage, and all that stuff's important. And Nick Saban would not win as many games with, less quality player. I mean, he gets great players, but part of what makes you successful, whether in coaching or business, to me, and what makes him successful, is the daily grind and the daily discipline to do the small things, as opposed to just, if in the lawn business, thinking that I'm going to land that one big account, or if I could find that one great employee, or, whatever, if I had that one great piece of equipment, then that would put me over the top. Well, those things will help, but I think in the long term, what makes people successful is the discipline to do the daily things to make you successful. So that is one. The other thing you hear them talk about in the players, because they're usually a favorite. They this time of this video, they won 26 games in a row, but they talk about not playing against the opponent as much as they are playing toward a standard. Okay, so they've set a standard for their team, for themselves, for how they're going to play the game, and we're trying to meet that standard no matter who the opponent is. Well, to me, I think that's important in business too. So if I know that I want to run my lawn business a certain way, that there's a standard of how I'm going to deal with the customers, how I'm going to maintain my equipment, of how the actual service is going to be done, of my marketing, the discipline behind that, and the standard and the quality of the marketing. If I focus more on that as opposed to what all my competitors are doing, and did they do this, and how many competitors is there, and are there too many competitors, I think you're going to be better off in the long run. And so, not that I don't pay attention to my competitors, not that Nick Saban wouldn't watch game film of his opponents. I'm sure they do for hours and hours on end. But at the end of the day, they know that there's a standard they're trying to beat, and if they hold to that standard, a standard they're trying to hold to, and if they hold to that, then most likely they're going to win the game. And so, the same thing with your business. If we produce an excellent business, for the most part, I can't speak for everyone, but it seems like then your share of customers will come your way and the money will follow. So those are things that I'm trying to do that, I just thought, what, if Nick Saban, which he does own a business, I know is at least one, but I'm sure if he focused solely on business, I think he would be successful because of the same way he goes about it as he does being a football coach. So anyway, Roll Tide on Monday night. Hope Alabama wins the game. But regardless, like Nick Saban, don't like him, whatever, he's successful, and I think these are a couple of the reasons why, and we can learn from in our business. Thanks. Hey, thanks for watching the video. A couple of things to mention real quick. If you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would encourage you to click the subscribe button. That'll be the easiest way to stay in touch with the lawn care videos, and I try not to waste your time and only provide relevant content that would be helpful to people in the lawn care business or people who are just crazy about their lawns. So the other thing is, in the description of the video, that's where I include some links if I've mentioned certain things in the video, or links to my website where I have recommended products, some other products that are available. You can check those out and find the links in the description of this video. Thanks.